They talking about, let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table where we break it all down. Say what? We about to break bread right now. So look, as y'all see from the title, the hating didn't work, right? We always talk about how your biggest haters will eventually be your biggest supporters, promoters, etc. You feel me? But I gotta let you know, it's really simple. You feel me? We be thinking people be having these big, lofty ideas, what they trying to do to us. But truth be told, some people just need to see if you on the same vibration as them. And when you not, a lot of time they want to bring you to where they are, so they can identify, they can relate. They don't really mean no harm. They don't really mean no harm. But they wanna be able to relate to you, right? So in order for them to relate to you, sometimes they gotta pull you out your hookup. You know what I'm saying? They gotta get you out of what you used to. They gotta get you out of your normal vibration in order for you to be on their level as far as they're concerned. So with that being said, with you being a, high capacity vessel, ACV, it's important that you recognize these things and don't lessen your vibration as to lessen your value, but raise that person up. Don't be too high that you can't look low or reach down and bring somebody else up. But at the same time, don't get so caught up in what you feel like is somebody hating to the point you become hateful. The things that you put your focus on becomes you. Again, the things that you put your focus on becomes you. So as much as, you feel like you gotta prove this point to somebody, recognize you finna prove a point that you just like them if you feed into it. So again, when the hating didn't work, guess what? We got real work to put in. They gonna have to put in their real work when they ain't busy being distracted by you arguing with them. A lot of times people want to start arguments with you to distract themselves from what they should be doing. Quite frankly, quite frankly, you feel me? Like, that's really what you gotta pay attention to. Your self-fulfillment. And those who love you will take joy in your self-fulfillment, let alone you being a walking, talking example of what others can do as well. Of what others can do as well if they get in tune with they star player themselves. But don't let nobody take you about your hookup just so they can say, look, see, I told you he just like us. I told you she just like us. She just like us. What's just like us? If people think less of themselves, then they have to find situations to think less of you. But like in any other situation, people don't need you if you going crazy just like they going crazy throughout situations. Feel me? Appreciate y'all hitting that like button. Drop a comment, say what's up. This is my way of saying what's up to you. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, when the hating don't work, that's when you see people like that say, well, shoot, if you can't beat them, join them. But your overall goal is to join yourself, aka align, become in tune with the divine that is you, that being that's behind these eyeballs, aside from the obsession to make an impression upon this vessel. We think this vessel is us, but we so much deeper than that. Dig a little deeper. Dig a little deeper, and you will see, taste and see. Taste and see the beauty that is you, the beauty that is we, the beauty that is me. To know thyself is to know all. When you have a healthy understanding of yourself, you can see how all of this stuff come together. You can see how all this stuff come together. How even this wall that appears solid, you can see the breakdown. You can see the mold, the mortar in between the bricks. But when you don't understand how these things are put together, it's like, dang, that's just a wall. Man, that's all right. You can't even appreciate it. Can't even appreciate it. Yes, there's levels to this shit. And if you can simplify your problems a lot of times, guess what? You can easily see your solution. That's the importance of not letting our problems become so big that we can't see our way out. And it's really all here. It's really all here. So that's another reason why you can't let problematic people become the loudest voice in your head. Become the loudest voice in your head. What's up with it, Queen? Shay Love in the building. Ain't it a beautiful thing when kings and queens intervene and just change up the whole scene? Appreciate y'all coming in, hitting that like button, saying what's up. But this my way of saying what's up to y'all. Don't let people trick you out your hookup. Because what you hooked up to, little baby, it's nothing short of amazing. I just need you to stop being caged in. Stop, being locked into what other people have programmed you to think about yourself. Recognize that we are programmable beings. So therefore, you can what? Program yourself. Program yourself. I did not become anybody that I did not set out to be. And quite frankly, once you start programming yourself, intentionalizing your actions, you feel me, segmenting yourself, you feel me, to the point like every time you go into a situation, you put your intentions there first. Envision how you want this thing to go. How you want this thing to go. As well as should things be swayed a little bit the opposite way, how you gonna bring it back to the middle. You feel me? How you gonna bring it back to the core point. Again, don't forget, you are so much more than the impressions that we try to make up on this vessel, meaning like dealing with the desires of the flesh, the perceived needs of the flesh. All of that, for a lot of us, it supersedes, you know what I'm saying, the deep, deep, deep core of who we are, to the point a lot of us can't tell you the things that's fulfilling to us. We can only tell you the things that will release dopamine. Meaning you ask me what I want, if I tell you what I want and you get it, dopamine will be released as a result of me getting what I said I want. What I said I want. So at that point, you could be saying you want whatever, but as long as you wind up getting what you said you want, dopamine will be released. The reward system within your head of releasing dopamine will be released. Will be released to the point that you feel like, dang, I accomplished something, to say the least. To say the least. But still though, when you understand the workings of the mind, wouldn't it be better, sir, for you to implant or encode in yourself things that's gonna get you in the direction you say you wanna go versus momentary things? Don't let a momentary resolution put you in a situation that you're gonna need a forever solution. You're gonna need a forever solution. When you see those angel numbers, or when you find yourself in a situation where you feel like, man, I'm about to lose it, you take a breath. That one didn't help, you take another one. And rest in the surety of yourself. For some of us, it's as simple as resting in the fact that you're alive. Know that nothing is happening to you right now. Know that nothing can happen to you unless you allow it. Meaning if you be of the vibration to allow for it to happen. A lot of times people say, man, you sat back and let that happen. That's because a lot of other people, they get way more signs before things are about to happen. You feel me? To the point you sitting back and letting something happen to them is like, whoa, why would you sit back and just let that happen to you? Why? But that's why it's important to live by example. That's why me being a door opener, you know what I'm saying? My job is to open up the doors to you. At this point, we done shut so many doors, put up so many walls in our life, to the point it's gonna take a lot to get to you. But I know if I be me, you seeing the beauty that is me, and me constantly pointing you back to you, eventually those doors will open back up to you, and you'll be able to see yourself for the greatness that is you. You can appreciate me because of what? I'm being me. I'm being me. So at the same time, if you be you, then what? You'll learn to appreciate you too. And you'll also appreciate the people that led you to being yourself. It's that simple. It's that simple. Now we rather make it hard so we can excuse. Remember, any excuse is an excuse from your real greatness, your actual greatness. So if you wonder why you ain't made it where you trying to go, it's because you keep excusing yourself from it. You keep excusing yourself from it as though you are incapable. As though you are incapable. So in your downtime, make sure you preparing to be greatness, because you are able to take this situation that you in and surpass it. We gotta go from being a local joker to being global, meaning go from having the spectrum of somebody that's on the ground to having an area view. See what it is. See what it really is. What's up with the ATL? Appreciate you coming in saying what's up, hitting that like button. I appreciate all of y'all. Again, I also gotta let y'all know, I appreciate everybody who's been supporting, contributing, those who have reached out asking for the cash out in these times where, you know, it's all about being more of yourself. And through the example of you being yourself, you will unlock things in others. So they are no longer accept the downsizing that we go through, the being less than. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. From the bottom of my heart, I gotta thank y'all for allowing me, or not even allowing, accepting me once I allow myself to be me. Thank y'all for accepting me for who I am. And furthermore, taking it upon y'allself to ensure and support that the changes that y'all want to see within people, that y'all see in me and appreciate in me, that's represented. So again, I appreciate everybody who done came forth with the cash apps, came through the support. Like, appreciate that. You just don't know. Like, that's the work. That's the work. A lot of us, you know, we might not be the voices, but we have other gifts that we can bring to the table. We can bring to the table in order to ensure the change that we want to see, in order to ensure that our children have a future that we know we need. When you see other people working in that direction, believe it or not, I gotta send a special, especially with this being Women's Month, I gotta send a special thank you to the queens and the power that y'all possess. The fact that if you stand next to something, it is what it is. So I appreciate the queens that's been standing next to me and showing that this is the standard that we want to see. We want to see people with the sincerity as their credentials, not a whole bunch of degrees. People that appreciate people for who they are, to the point you see the 6 degrees of separation. You feel me? You see the 6 degrees of separation. I appreciate that, ATL. I'm glad to know. So you already know you got a place to go, you feel me? Whenever you see this face on the screen, recognize it's you. Like I tell y'all, I love you as myself, meaning I don't see no separation. I don't see no separation, because it's once you start seeing that separation that you can rationalize. You can rationalize doing something to your brother or your sister. And I know that to be true because of the things that I've been through. The things that I had to turn away from. The times that I had to say, nah, I'm not going to let you pit me against my brother. It started as simple as, shoot, when I was a kid, being in grade school and people saying, y'all should be like Duncan. I would immediately say, nah, they don't need to be like me, because this person is this person is this great. They got this attribute. Just got to take the time to see them. Me not knowing that right there stopped me from going through a world of hidden enemies, because other people wanting to utilize me as an example, but all the while trying to ostracize others. So then I said, you know what, let me take control of my light. Let me take control of my light. Let me stop letting other people determine what is me or narrate my story. And that's what a lot of us got to do. We got to take back control of our lives. We got to stop letting other people tell us who we are and keep on trying to measure ourselves to that. Like, realize you're trying to fit in. That's no different than peer pressure when you do that. And one thing for certain about peer pressure, you begin to find out all the people that's pressuring you to do something, all the people that's gassing you up to do something, they ain't doing nothing they damn self. That's why they trying to get you to do it, so they don't have to. And they can learn from your example whether or not that shit worked or not, based on what happened to you. Based on what happened to you. So with that being said, like, you be the example of the change you really want to see. Be the example of the change you really want to see, and not the change that people are impressing up on you. You feel me? Again, y'all, make sure y'all share these lives. Make sure y'all go back and watch all the videos, because soon we going to put them things together and we going to have us a book of our life. You feel me? A book of our life, and we going to go more in depth with the topics that we touching on here, to the point we can spread this message. We can give this to a family member who might need this conversation, but we don't have necessarily all the time in the world to sit there with them because we steady on our journey. We can pass this on. Hey, look, this is what I've been working on. You know what I'm saying? Because for a lot of us, you know, a lot of the good books that got information and truths in it, a lot of us, we turned off to them because of what's been what's been utilized from these books, how they've been used to put people in messed up situations. Strengths have been turned into weaknesses. You feel me? But I come to let you know, that's not how that story ends. That's not how the story ends. You feel me? Once you tap into you and align with the greatness that's waiting on you to step into it, that is you. You feel me? Okay, let's see what we got going on. Okay, I need like 94 for my 1K so I can go live. It's a big meet. Okay, I'm gonna check you out. I'm finna screenshot that right now so I can look into that ATL. But like I said, y'all, when all the hating didn't work, guess what else? They'll make up shit about you. They'll make up shit about your ass. But the beautiful thing is, when you know you can tell when somebody making up some shit too. You can tell when somebody making up some shit and you would just laugh. Get to the point that you're not so worried about how other people feel about your contributions that, you know what, you can see certain filters like, oh, this person ain't gonna never be satisfied. You feel me? Or this person is very appreciative. I can work with them. Don't force yourself on nobody. Stop trying to fit in where you don't. Stop trying to fit in where you don't. Because no matter how you do it, you won't. You won't. Again, support the change you want to see. Or else when you look up, that change will no longer be. I'm reminded of the saying where they said, I'm going to say it my way. You feel me? When they came for the fiends, or the people that were addicted to drugs who had their heart broken, I said nothing. When they came for the dealers, the wheelers and the dealers, the high rollers, the ballers, I said nothing. Because I wasn't a wheeler, a dealer, a high roller, or a baller. You feel me? When they came for the mothers, the parents, the families, I said nothing. So when they came for me, there was nobody to speak for me. An injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. Never get so caught up in the job that you've been given by another man or woman that you go beyond. You go beyond the measures of what we should be doing as humanity. Feel me? Never let anything cause you to break this law of nature, the appreciation for life and the furtherance thereof. Anything else is totally uncivilized. Totally uncivilized. Get that through your mind. Stop letting them play you. Stop letting them cage you in to the point when you do feel a sense of freedom, you just overdo it. Take your freedom back daily. Recognize the many freedoms that you have. Stop looking for the lockdowns. Stop looking for the things to complain about. Do your meditations. And in your meditation, you feel me? Meaning your thoughtfulness, be thoughtful about the grateful things that are happening in your life, the things that you have to be grateful for. And when things come around that you should be complaining about, start thinking about the things you have to be grateful for. You feel me? Balance that out. Life telling you too many things that you can be ungrateful about. You be the balance in your life and start telling yourself about things that you should be grateful for. You be the balance. You be the balance instead of letting your life hang in the balance. Instead of letting your life hang in the balance. Yes, we all get put in messed up situations, but don't let these situations become you. You become the difference in the situation. You become the difference in the situations. So other people might know that guess what? You don't gotta go about your life like that. That ain't the end all be all. It don't stop there. And that's what it's meant by taking the sting out of death. Some of the stuff you've been through, some of the things you going through, other people felt like they would never be able to make it through it. They felt like they would never be able to make it through it if they went through that. But through you sharing your story, other people can know what? I can make it too. I can make it too. But if you never share your stories, it's a lot of people out here that feel like, man, I ain't gonna never make it through this. I ain't gonna never make it through this. I ain't never seen nobody make it through this type of stuff. You feel me? I ain't never seen nobody make it through this type of stuff, so shoot, I'm doomed. That's how people be feeling. But we gotta hold up the standard that lets them know this it's way more to it, little baby. It don't gotta stop there. It don't gotta stop there. Again, a lot of people hating on you just to see if you gonna stop. Just to see if you gonna stop. But you gotta make up your mind, I'm not gonna stop at nothing. I'm not gonna stop at nothing. And I'm not gonna let nothing stop me from the greatness that is me. The joy that is mine. So when things come along that you could complain about, you say, you know what? I'm not gonna waste no time complaining about things that, hey, one, were meant to be, because they obviously are. But at the same time, guess what? I can be the change that I want to see by doing what I'm capable of doing. But sitting around hating on somebody or sitting around waiting on somebody else to do it ain't gonna make it happen. It ain't gonna make it happen. Only you can be the change that you want to see. Only you. As sure as you can sit back and complain about what you're going through, you know exactly what to do to make the change. But so often, we done developed such a distrust for ourselves to the point we don't trust that we'll be able to help ourselves. We don't think we can do nothing to get ourselves out of the situation. We feel like, shoot, it just is what it is. Wow. And as long as you think that, guess what? You see clearly it is what it is. But no, as sure as that you think like that, you can see it another way, and it'll be that way as well. So take the time to write that vision. Make it plain. Say exactly what you want. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, because it'll be that same fear that'll keep you where? Keep you where you are. You doomed to stay where you are if you feel like you can't go nowhere else. So it's important that we supersede what we are now. You feel me? We in these situations, but we not these situations. We not these situations. But these situations can make us greater if we find a way to provide a solution for ourselves that will later be the solution for others. You feel me? That would later be the solution for others. How you doing, Tammy? Good to see you in here. Y'all ain't already subscribed. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all go back and check out the rest of the videos. This is a part of a series of videos. And this has definitely been a part of the segment of Black's Rehab, where it's not just about the obvious problems that people have, but dealing with the root causes of it, to the point now we can open the doors within ourselves to resolve the issues, to the point we can remember everything. We can remember everything in our lives. A lot of us can't remember what we ate 3 days ago, but you would be surprised if you can remember a lot of these small details in your life, how far you would get, how much further you would be in life. And if you think I'm playing, just imagine if you forgot how to walk, something you learned a long time ago. How far would you get? So it's our ability to be able to tap into our memories that would make us super powerful, AKA superpowers. So again, this is the Blacks Rehab where, you know, at one point in time, I felt like I was ready to throw my life away and somebody else's life away. But at the end, I chose to, one, get myself together so then I can help somebody else so we can stop going through the things we do. When I found out about the abuse that was going on with my sister, I was ready to, man, come on, crash out. I was ready to, man, that's my sister. But it was something that my sister told me that made me realize, you know what? I got to be a part of the solution and stop furthering the problem. Stop furthering the problem. Now here it is, think that through. On the other side of that is what? I would have hurt my nieces and nephews. I might have got hurt. Everybody got an idea until you have to deal with somebody else's idea of what they gonna do. That could have went totally different. And we wouldn't even be here having this conversation. So again, my sincerity is my credentials. I'm not telling you nothing I wouldn't do. Whereas you got a lot of people out here hating on you because they want to see how it work out for you. You got a lot of people sending you out because they want to see if it work out for you. But I'm telling you the journey that I've been through because I know it's only but a matter of time before it's at your doorstep. Or it's only but a matter of time before you don't get this chance to make the changes no more. So I'm letting you know as I see them in real time, like, dang, bro, that was an exit right there, like playing a video game. Like, people be like, how did you get to that board? Then somebody come and walk you through, like, this how I went that way. That's all we doing right now. I'm portaling y'all in to the things that I learned. So eventually, one of y'all gonna step out and start portaling me in to the things that y'all have learned. For sure. Let me send you my, I don't know what your side of time is, but I'm gonna send you my Instagram, y'all, because it's important that we stay in touch with each other, y'all. It's important that we have multiple levels of communication. So when certain levels of communication break down, we have other ways to contact each other. Again, y'all make sure y'all reach out. Don't be no strangers. Don't be no strangers, because I ain't no stranger to you. I am the voice that is within you too. We are all connected to this all-seeing, all-powerful consciousness. Shoot, I need to get onto the west side. That's why all the resources I need at, for real, for real. But yeah, that's my Instagram in the chat. Again, thank you. Thank you for everybody who's been pulling up at TikTok, as well as those who've been sending the cash apps. Please keep it coming. We on the way back home for the season. But as y'all see, this weather been so crazy to the point it's been snowing where I'm at as well as it's been snowing where I'm going to. So we really just, man, buying our time. The growth season might not be as long this year, but I appreciate y'all. As well as, again, we working towards building up the virtual Blacks Rehab and creating locations called the Shadow Work Centers. So y'all make sure y'all be on the lookout for that. You know what I'm saying? We on the up climb, and it's all because of you. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't get together with your brothers and your sisters, you feel me, and make something happen. As long as y'all got the core principles together.